Dude, I like those hand movements there. For a minute there, I thought you were like an ASL singer or like at a concert. You know, when they're like rap and everything. They're like, I don't want to be offensive. I probably just told somebody to go goat right there. And I dropped the F word in less than 15
Wow,
seconds,
that might
baby.
be. Is that a record? No, probably not.
No,
I feel like we've said it right away.
I've came quicker.
Yeah, Burley has. Yeah. Especially Burley.
For sure.
Shooting
What is up,
blanks
everybody?
now.
This is another episode of the Body Wrong podcast. The voice you're hearing right now is Euban. I'm joined with Max and the Glooty Goody over here. Rocking some Elton John, Tony Stark glasses that makes me want to get high as a kite right now. No, I'm sorry. Look at you. I like it.
Rocket Man.
And you're rocking the Body Wrong t-shirt too?
I didn't get the memo. I would have wore the T. I would have wore the T.
Honestly, though, I probably should have got it a size bigger whenever I did because these tits are getting massive.
Uh-oh.
Did anybody hear that?
That was that.
That was me. That was me.
Okay.
Sorry. I hit something.
Okay, so like the opening in your chair right now has like a green semicircle and like a white background. It kind of looks like an eye looking at you. I'm not gonna. I see that now. That's all I can see. It looks like. Thank you.
It's judging you. It's judging you.
And it had just like a weird shape. It looked like Goku in Dragon Ball Z, dude. It had like them fierce eyebrows just looking at me. Scared.
Fucking Goku. Dude, that was an OG after school cartoon. Such a very good, underrated cartoon, man.
You keep saying cartoon, it's anime, whatever, but we're not gonna get technical.
Well, okay. Back then it was a cartoon because anime just wasn't around. We're talking 2002.
It's around.
You know
it's
what I'm
around
saying?
Japan. In the U.S., it wasn't ready yet. That was
Yeah,
Adult
it
Swim.
Yeah.
Toonami, baby. Toonami.
Yeah.
Remember the little robot guy in the spaceship all the time? I forgot what his name was.
It's like,
A real OG.
Too good, man.
What was his name? Now that's gonna freaking stun me too because I don't know
Space
what
Ghost?
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
that's what I was thinking. Space Ghost.
See, I can't remember what his actual what the and I'm gonna have to look it up because that's gonna bother me. But I think that's like there was Gundam on there. There was Inuyasha. I didn't watch a lot of those, but I was a slut. I still am a slut.
It's a
For some
slut for
Dragon
I
Ball
read
Samurai
a
Z.
Jack.
lot. I read a lot of Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
I used to get Shonen Jump every was it every week? I think.
I don't think I watched that one.
No, it was a magazine.
Oh,
So it was like a thick manga magazine that had like Yu-Gi-Oh and One Piece. There was a couple others. I gotta get into that, dude, because I know there's a couple series that I would probably really enjoy. It's been years. It's probably been 15, 20 years since I like really was like into reading it every week. And once you get so far behind, like I'm one of those people where I know that I'm so far behind. I'm like, it's probably, I have to catch up so far that I'm like, nah.
It's not worth it.
Like how many issues in Naruto are there? Like 700?
Yeah.
Like,
too many. It's over 1,000 probably.
that's how a lot of shows are now too. I see like there's like hey don't worry, there's 23 seasons. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to catch up to this shit. But I don't know. I feel like where I live, since it's so remote in like a rural area, I feel like I'm like in Russia where like we get shit from America like 20 years ago. So like I don't know. We're just now celebrating like 2K over here. Like that's just wild. Like it's because every time I was like we get like a new fad out here, like people in the West Coast be like or East Coast be like, dude, we did that shit like 10 years ago. I'm like, what? Pogs are no longer cool? That's wild.
you see them their new monitors? They're like this thin. We gotta get us one of those.
Ethel, they're putting TVs on the wall now. Like, get out of here. Look at this.
Yeah. HDMI cord? What's that?
Bro, I saw a TV from one. Was it CES? I guess. Where and I would never trust this at all. But it has like pressurized air, like I guess suction cups almost to just put your TV on the wall. So like it has the stand, but if you want to hang it on the wall, you go into the menu settings of the TV and then it asks you to it has a leveler, and it'll show you its level, and then it'll attach itself to your wall using like some sort of like suction mode. One, someone's gonna the TV or use it for their butthole or something.
I'm gonna put my dick in it.
But it was pretty wild. And then like you look at the comments that from like the TikTok video, and people are like, yeah, until it's 3 a.m. and your TV just crashes. Like you open yourself up for the company's gonna go out of business in the first like 2 months.
Oh, I mean,
there's no way that shit works. Yeah, there
I'll
you
share
go.
my screen. Yeah. So that's how they look, pretty huge, like massive tits, or like a back of an iPhone camera.
But like those, can
you imagine
the little feet there?
Yeah,
they like retract, like they like push into the TV.
Wow.
Now I'm not gonna lie, I was completely against this until I saw that man holding tits on him. For one,
he's got otters.
that's what put me at like 50-50. I was like, maybe this isn't so crazy. Putting it on the fridge sold me. Like, that's badass. I would go around and just put my TV in the most obnoxious places. Like, my wife would wake up and be like, hey, where the fuck is the TV at today? Just on the ceiling. You know what I mean? Just look up. There it is. Like, I want one. Sponsor me. Give me a free TV. I'll even take a 32-inch TV. I'm not picky.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw the 55-inch. Like, I would definitely, like, I didn't realize they had like a 35-inch TV that I could just kind of like walk around with and just start playing. Like everywhere I go, I'm just carrying a TV. Like, all right, I'm gonna go do the dishes. You put the TV on the wall. You're like, all right.
It's actually pretty expensive. The 27-inch, the program thing is $1,500. For a 55-inch is $2,500. Yeah.
I'm back out again. I'm a cheap over everything else. Convenience and everything is cool. Money is everything.
Dude, for $1,500, you could get like one of the brand new 4K OLED LG TVs, yeah. 65-inch. I don't need to titty suction cups on my TV for $1,500. That is absurd.
Anything over 2,000 better suck me off. There's not dropping that much on TVs. Every time I pass by TVs at Walmart now, they're like, hey, now we're up to like 85-inch TVs. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're like $5.99. I'm like, damn, that's actually cheap as hell. I was like, this thing could be made of cardboard and I'd still buy it for $5.99. Like, that's a hell of a deal.
The TV, my Sony TV. So like, do you guys buy, do you guys even have Best Buys anywhere near you?
Yeah, I still do.
Closed.
Do you buy open box?
I do, yeah.
I love open box. Like my TV, I've had it for 6-7 years probably. Sony TV, it was a $1,600 Sony TV at the time.
Yeah.
And I got it for like $800 or $750 because the guy that bought it, and who knows, maybe the sales guy just told me a crazy story so I would buy it. And now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, that's actually probably what happened. But apparently the guy that bought it returned it because his wife was pissed that he bought a TV, but he had no box and no remote, and it was just the TV on its stand and the power cord. And I'm like, all right, so you tell me it's going to be 50% off, and there's no scratches on it at all. It still looked brand new. I'm like, but I just don't get a remote. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, sold, because my TV had just died. Like literally,
Nice.
like I had an LG TV that died. But I buy open box for everything, dude. Because half the time you save a shit ton and it's cheap.
You can find some good treasures too. Like I bought some laptops, some appliances in the kitchen. You can save a lot. Just a little tiny scratch on the side that you could just use a magic eraser and just either fill it in or do something to make it hide it. No one knows it's there.
T-Dog got I got her a brand new laptop. It was, I think, a $1,500 laptop, and we got it for $750.
Heck yeah.
And it just didn't have its original box. It was a touchscreen 4K. Like, it was a nice laptop. And I pay $150 a year for the Best Buy total package membership, whatever.
Geek Squad.
So, yeah, her shit died. The motherboard like crashed. They replaced the entire thing. I paid no money.
Nice.
And it was like, I was at like the 1.5 year mark, and I think it's at 2 years. They they stop it. So like it was like perfect timing for it to die.
God, I miss Best Buy so much. I used to go there just to get the open box stuff, just to look around to see. I was like, what got brought in today? You know, I literally, where I worked was within walking distance. I would just go over there, even just to watch the people wait in line for a new release. I'm like, losers, you know, and just,
Idiots.
And then there I was, just been like, who didn't like what they purchased in 14 days? I want it. And there was this one tablet I got, dude. I think it was essentially, it used to be like $120 tablet. Insignia, not the best brand in the world, but dude, I got it for $40.
I didn't know they made tablets, bro.
Oh, dude, they made everything. Right. That was like the great value of Best Buy. Like that thing was, they made everything. Now that On brand from Walmart, dude. I mean, I'm easy to please. Apparently, like if someone put 3 TVs on a wall and go, hey, tell me which one's a $2,000 TV, I'd be like, I don't know, probably that one. They're like, nope, that one just has the brightness at 100. It's this one. I'm like, damn, I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Have
you looked recently at a wall of TVs?
No, but I guarantee I'd still fail.
Next time you're at a Walmart, go into the electronics. It depends. Like if you walk into Best Buy, you can clearly see the good TVs. Like the shit looks liquid. Like it looks like you could put your hand through the TV and you're in Game of Thrones. Like it's the screen picture, and it makes I keep thinking of trying to find ways for this TV to break so that I can say to T-Dog, I need a new TV. I've been saying it, like, because we cut the cord. So like we use the operating system through Sony, and it's a piece of shit because it's old. Like 7 years in operating system world, you might as well just light it up on fire.
Extinct by now.
But it works, you know, but it's like it can get a little glitchy, so it annoys me. And those are the type of things we watch TV a lot, you know, so like that's what we do, and it pisses me off when it's like it glitches for a second or pauses, and I'm like, God damn it, we need a new TV. But dude, seriously, if you were to go into a Best Buy, you would be like, I looked like 5 or 6 months ago, and I was like, what do I have at home?
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't mine look like this? It's wild.
That hits me when I was going to Costco. They have all those TVs lined up when you walk in.
Yeah.
I look at it, I'm like, man, that looks nice. I don't need it.
Yeah.
See, that's
you don't need it.
That's me, but like
looks amazing.
Like the snack section the entire time. I'm like, I need it. No, I don't. No, I don't. You know, I'm not looking at TVs. That's too. I know. I'm like, I ain't spending. I ain't gonna put anything on the credit card. I'd want to, but and like I was thinking, we lost Best Buy in my town. There used to be one of my other favorite stores. Like it closed a long time ago. But do you guys remember FYE for your entertainment?
Oh yeah,
dude, that
there's one still open in my mall at the Winchester Mall. It's still open.
That's I might just want to visit you just to honestly. It'd be a dual visit to see you, but also to see the FYE. Like that would be top tier.
We used to go there just to like hang out and listen to music and grab a new CD, whatever. Like our FYE was pretty badass when we were younger.
Do you remember
Circuit City
too?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I miss those
were cool too. Those were there's so many good, like Blockbuster still was probably my favorite store that closed. Like that, there's nothing better than sitting in the back seat of like a Toyota Corolla with a 2-liter, some fresh Pizza Hut, a big New Yorker, $7.99.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Big New Yorker was good.
And just mom turned around like, let's go get some movies. And we're like, in a video game. Like, and she'd always say, we're not going to get one. We're not going to get one. So we get to Blockbuster. We're looking at the stupid VHSs and everything. Like, oh, you know. And then she'd be like, go ahead. And we're like, bam. You never saw 2 fat, chubby kids run so goddamn. They're like, look at those 2 white Usain Bolts. We're just looking like Naruto or whatever, running with our hands behind our backs, whatever. We were bolted. And
dude, we had a Blockbuster here up until I think 4 years ago.
Wow.
Like, yeah, there was a, now it's like a hibachi place. But me and T-Dog for the first couple of years, we didn't have cable here. So we would go to Blockbuster.
That was like 7-8 years ago.
All right, 7-8 years ago. Whatever. It's still, 7-8 years ago, you know.
we have our own fact checker. You know what I mean? Like anything that he spouts
She's
off.
the fact checker back here.
She was just like, no, he's just spouting lies.
Yeah. But yeah, they have that we used to. She loves horror movies, so we would like rent B-rated horror movies. We'd get like 3 of them, and we would just watch them back to back, and they were all awful. And we didn't have Netflix because we didn't have internet here. I tried to get like hotspot internet then, and it was awful then. Like you couldn't get like there was no 5G that didn't exist, and I tried everything. But yeah, obviously eventually I caved. I was like, all right, we got to get something here. But are we talking about all these stores that died because of Melissa Trachtenberg? Is that Michelle? Whatever.
Michelle. I was gonna butcher her name. That's rest in peace. I forget what she was on Buffy.
I love Burley's bit. He did that, and I said, "Rest in peace." I hope she's Honey Mysteries with Scooby Doo.
He's terrible. Oh God!
So I was hoping more people would get angry about it. So I was like, but we'll see. It's so early,
dude. I barely even read half of today's. Like, sometimes I just go through and I'm like, oh, funny. Oh, okay, nice picture. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's hard to keep track sometimes because there's just so much shit.
You say one thing, then Burley does like 4 or 5 gifs. You're like, okay.
Well, usually it's videos too, and like with TikTok, if someone sends a video, like the next video, if you scroll down in the messages, is another video that they sent you, right? So I get in that habit. So whenever he sends a video, there will be 6 of them. And I'm like, all right. So I click on that first one, and then I'm going through like this rabbit hole. And I'm like, what the are these videos? And I'm like, why is he sending these? You know? And then I realize I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm on like the feed or whatever, and I'm like, why is this my algorithm? I'm like, this is some wild shit. And so then I start sending some back as well. And he'll be like, I didn't think you used Reels. I'm like, I don't until you start sending videos. And then I'm trapped here for like an hour, dude. But Instagram is like the wild, wild west. Like I thought TikTok was bad whenever it first came out. Holy crap. I've seen straight up buttholes. Like, it's really dangerous, dude. And the amount of Down syndrome content that I have on mine,
that's Burley's fault. 100% Burley's fault.
It was already like 60% before I even met Burley. Now it's like a strong 92%. Just every time I look at a video, I'm like, am I on some sort of like hospital's like account right now? I'm like, what is this?
It's like an autistic kid with Pizza Hut. You're like, yeah!
Dude, always with the overbite. You know what I mean? As soon as it starts out, they're like, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Radio's got some pizza. Like, I can't wait. I know I'm going to go to hell, but I know I'm going to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people with Down syndrome. Tomato.
Yeah. I just pray Robin Williams comes and saves us.
Dude.
I don't know. He didn't do too well in that Heaven Hell movie that he was there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Robin Williams, dude. That my theoretical dad growing up. I didn't actually have one. It was Robin Williams. I always hoped, I was like, hey, Mom, I hope you start dating a guy with extremely hairy arms so I can envision that's what it's like to be held by Robin Williams. She never did. Lesbian.
Dude, I was thinking. When I was thinking too. I was like, what would happen? Like, what type of position would you guys be in if you died in the middle of the night, like Trachtenberg did? Like, would you be like, I mean, I don't sleep naked, you know, but I'm sure it's not going to be a flattering position if I were to just die in my sleep. I'm going to shit my pants because you shit yourself when you die. So there's going to be shit everywhere, and it's not going to be good shit. It's like my normal shit.
Oh, yeah. That's what's going to be like. It ain't going to be our bodies that's going to be disgusting. It's the aftermath of you and I's shit that they're going to see and just go, oh, my God. And then
they're just going to burn my ass down.
They're going to talk to my wife and T-Dog, and they're going to be like, they shit like this 4 times a day. Like, and they're like, oh, my God. Like, did you kill him? Because if so, we understand. Like, that's terrible.
Tito's got me. We're trying to. I'm trying to eat healthier, and she has these shakes. So I started to also drink the shakes with her. And there's
I thought you meant like she had the shakes.
Oh, no. There's chia seeds and what's the other one? Flax seeds. And I had explosive diarrhea at work today. And I painted the back of the bowl with flax seeds. Like, it was just seeds everywhere. And I'm like, I was like, I pity the person that gets on this toilet after me because there's definitely going to be seeds somewhere. Like 100%.
I too been trying. I almost sent you guys a picture, dude. I made some smash burgers, some hot dogs. I bought some. They had Arby's curly fries in the freezer section at the Dollar General that they just put next to us. By the way, those are sprouting up like weeds. There's like 18 Dollar Generals in a 20-mile radius. I mean, it's insane.
Bro,
But
I'm in Philly, okay? There's a dollar store every block, and next to that is a Dunkin' Donuts. Like, that's like the two things in our area. Like, if you, like, I could get DoorDash from a Dunkin' Donuts in 4 different places, and it's all within a 1.5-mile distance. Like, not even.
that's insane.
It might even be more.
Wow.
Well,
I can walk to a Dollar General. There's a dollar. I see the back of the Dollar General from the front of my house.
do you see how quick they put those things up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
they don't
insane.
fuck around.
You
There's
see the
actually
land?
one. There's one by me. It's about 10 minutes away, so about 5 miles that way. There's no Dunkin' around here. That's like 30 miles that way.
Not here, man. You need a breakfast sandwich. They got you.
It's 30. Dunkin's 30 miles from me too. I would say because it would be
Jesus.
Dude, to get a cup of coffee, like if it's not gas station, like so if you want a gas station coffee, 5 miles, dude. Okay, so this keeps flying around, and I don't want to say what it is because I don't know if this is a Midwestern 20 years ago timeline, just racist insect that they just call this thing or what. You guys ever have like those ladybugs type of bug that get into your house?
They're the Japanese beetle.
Bam. Okay. Didn't know if that's actually what they were called.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that's what we call them over here. But sometimes we say, like, I say stuff and people are like, whoa. And I'm like, isn't that what we call things? You should see the term for Brazilian nuts. I'm just joking. But it's.
2 a day, baby. 2 a day with my flaxseed and my other shit seed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. It is it is interesting. But hey, out with the old and with the new, baby.
I just. These things keep flying around. And, like, they're like, you can tell they're Japanese because they keep trying to kamikaze me. Like, they just go towards my head each time.
It's more funny. Their death attracts more of them to come to them. When they die, they secrete this like enzyme in the air, and they morph them. Like
jizz or like arrive or both.
I need to see what these look like because
when they kamikaze.
What are they called? Japanese beetle?
Yeah.
See, they call them Japanese biting beetles over here, but I don't think they actually bite.
No.
Okay,
I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire life.
You haven't seen that?
Nope. Not
not in the city.
I need to move my shit because
we get stink bugs, which are annoying because you can't kill them. And then what was that like invasive species that they were? Is it
T-Dog? It's not crabs. We're talking about grown-ups.
You've been said it's not crabs. She's laughing. There was like an invasive species that it was like 2 summers ago, and they're like, "Don't let these things live. You must kill them if you see them because they were everywhere."
I'm sorry. Asian lady beetles.
So it is racist where I'm at.
Asian lady.
That's weird. They're red and not even yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen those. You type in Japanese beetle then.
I did that. I did that too. I realized too. I'm like, wait a second. I was thinking something else.
So, yeah, I've seen those are typical ladybugs.
No, they're a little different than ladybugs. Like the ladybugs have a bright red. This is more of like an orange, I would say. And whenever I type in I typed in Japanese beetles, and I got an Asian Paul McCartney.
Nice.
that algorithm.
It looks like Shane Gillis is just. It's usually like I'm like, oh sweet, it's another like one of his skits. Nope, just another kid with Down syndrome. Ah, dang it. Sometimes they do mix them in there.
So yeah.
Spotted lanternflies. That's what we had up here. They were.
Yeah.
It was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. They were everywhere. There was hundreds of them. And like you couldn't kill them because the mother jump. They don't like really fly away. They just kind of like hop. And they're like poof, 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 and there'd be like 20 of them. Like the one time I was walking up to my building at work and there was just 1,000 of them on the wall.
Jesus.
See, that's
it
how
was
these things
it was
get,
disgusting.
they always get like in like the crevices and stuff. So you'll see like you'll walk in like just and see like 30 of them in a corner. You're like, what the hell is this? Especially like on like porches and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of them.
That must be a Midwest thing. I don't think I've ever seen a cluster. I've seen like 1, 2. I don't know.
I guarantee, man. I wish there would. Oh shit! I got a cluster. I got at least 10 up on a ceiling right above me. I'm not even joking.
It's not good. They're in your house, man.
It's it's right above my heater thing. So I'm assuming it's got to be like a heat thing. It went from like -20 to 60. So everybody doesn't know how to act. I feel like it's a zombie apocalypse around here. People are like just wearing shorts and just it's warm outside. I'm like, yeah, it's amazing. I know it's weather. Thanks.
Today was really nice. It was exceptionally fantastic. And then it goes back. For us, it goes back into the 30s after the weekend.
I think we're still in the 50s for another week. And
Yeah.
I posted a TikTok and immediately got a strike because I haven't posted in forever. I was like, I'll just post a video. And it was just me walking outside with the sun hitting me in the face. And it said, it feels so good out here. I was like, makes me just want to pull my dick out and give it a good tug. And I was like, too bad it's illegal. Just all it was, just a simple beauty piece of art there. And TikTok didn't like it. So
they gave you a strike for that? I've seen way more
dude,
shit.
I'm telling you. So that's why I even got hesitant on posting because my first account, they just kept giving me strike after strike. And then they finally put the long dick of the law down and just got me good right in the forehead. Just mushroom stamp. And because I duetted a wet t-shirt because they kept giving me strikes on stuff. And then there was this video that popped up on my feed and it was just this beautiful chick with a white t-shirt on, wet. You see everything. Look like, shout out to Steph's Rock Show. That's what it looked like. She was on my feed with a wet t-shirt, essentially. So I did a duet and I was like, what do I got to do over here to get some views? And I was like, and this isn't a strike. And I was like, all right, I'm going to put my white t-shirt on. It banned me. And they didn't want to see my tits.
Wow.
I know. They should have paid $9.99 anyways because you can't see this shit for free.
Yeah. I hear her name and just think Megazord now.
So,
it just came to me.
you know how like there's usually like a jar of a whole bunch of Skittles or like some kind of candy and they're like, hey, guess how much is in this jar? I just want to post her picture of like, how many dicks do you think have been in this thing? And people are like, 30. I'm like, much higher. You know what I mean? And the cool thing is though, is she would be down to be like, hey, no, it's probably like 1,730. No, he didn't count 34. You know?
Yeah. She would probably give you a number, 100%.
Absolutely. Just her conquest and everything too. I'm just like, that's wild. That's a crazy life. I'm like, man. Every time I'm like, ooh, I'm living dangerously. I'm like, not even close. I am
meanwhile, we're over here shitting chia seeds.
She can message random people. We're over there like, I can't eat this queso. Like that's nope.
Like,
we're not
trying
the same.
like, yeah, we're not the same at all.
And I didn't get to hear Sarah's response yet to our questions or whatever from last week's episode. So I unfortunately caught that right before I got in here, and I'm like, damn it. So I'm gonna give that a good listen to after. So shout out to In a Pickle radio as well. Or yeah, good to Sarah and good you to her as well. I didn't even get to see her answers yet, but I imagine it's not pleasant. You, Sarah.
No. In our group, she's just gonna send like a dick.
You know the exact moment when she listened to it. She'll be like, "Hey, dick, what the hell? What are you doing?" But no, shout out to them. They're awesome people as well. So as soon as I saw that it was a breakdown of each thing, I'm like, "Oh God!" I was like, "I think I'm gonna have to pop in a gummy, get the attention span level at a good 10."
Dude, I'm out of the like nighttime gummies. I gotta go to Jersey.
Ever since I got sick, I'm like afraid to like use the bong apparently. So like I have so much flour and I don't know what to do with my stuff. I keep looking at it. My plug actually checked in on me. My maintenance guy at work. He's like, "Hey, you need anything yet?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." He's like, brother, usually you've called me twice by now. And I'm like, I know. I was like, I've been cutting back. And really what it is them damn gummies are nice. They're convenient, no smell, everything. Pop one of those. Well, I've been getting dangerously like just brave with eating these things though, because I'm like just walking around the house, just opening them. And my toddler's like, hey, Dad, what's that? And I'm like, nothing. And I'm just like eating it. He's like, is that a fruit snack? Can I have one? And I'm like, no, these are spicy. You can't have these. But I don't know. I like to keep them away, obviously where they can't see it, but it's a gummy. You know what I mean? Like we grew up with cigarette smells in the house. Uncles having beer cans left out everywhere. We knew what that shit was like. They're going to know what weed smells like a little bit. It's okay. You know?
Yeah, I mean, come on. If my dad, I think I was like 10 or 11, and it was like New Year's. He's like, here, try some champagne. I was like, yeah. Now I'm like, delicious. Give me more.
How old were you when you started drinking Goot? Yeah, I assume that you were probably like 5.5 or something. You had your first shot of whiskey.
I had my first it was a double tequila margarita with my dad at Don Pablo's. I think I was 14.
Damn.
So yeah, I think I was close. I think the first time I got drunk, I was like 15.
I like how you guys always like brag too with the whole like, oh, me and my dad did this. That must be cool. What was that memory like? You know, my mom had a mustache. It was close.
It was Cinco de Mayo. We were out. And she was like, what the heck? My mom wasn't with us, so she was like, here, boy, have one. I'm like, this is wonderful.
Well, I was 15, I think, whenever I first got up to, and then 16 whenever I started like being able to go to like house parties and stuff like that, I think. And what was different with us too is we didn't party in the town that we lived in. So like all these schools are like 10 miles away, and it's just like more K through 12 small podunk schools, but we would just go over there and hang out like all these different towns. And the town that I would hang out in had like these 2 rent-a-cops, and they didn't even have like a normal police car. They had like this freaking 86 Camaro, and they'd open up the trunk and you would see like 10 to 12 like AKs, like assault rifles and stuff. Just out of, when you think of like redneck cops, like mullet, the shit, like prison guard, freaking sunglasses to a T, that's what these guys were. And so we would just go and just with these guys. And my buddy got an idea of just like shoot paintballs at them and everything. And we would just like run off and just like take down gravel roads and everything and hide. And now I think about that shit. I'm like, my kids are afraid to even like cross the street by themselves. And we were doing this shit like no problem. Like it's just crazy how the generations are nowadays.
Wow.
With
100%, dude.
With my wife being gone more now, I'm letting my kids do more stuff that she would say no to. Like I've let all my kids shoot a gun now. And so they're 10, 8,
I still haven't
6.
shot a gun.
So I've let my sons watch. I let my son watch a little more like scary movies, horror movies, because he can take it, and like my 2 girls know. But yeah, I'm starting to like breach that barrier. Like they gotta live their lives too. They have to experience some fun. I let them get in trouble. Like I'll bail them out, but it's like whatever. I'll let them have fun. Let them learn to fail.
Did she walk in right when you were spilling the beans and you were like, I gotta change the subject real quick? Is that what the door was? Like she opened the door. She was like, what are you letting the kids do when I'm gone?
No, she's down in a different state. She's not nowhere near here. I thought that was your end.
Oh, no.
It was me.
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry. These headphones, I can hear really like.
I heard it too.
Whenever I hear something like in your guys' background too, that's why I'm like, who the f is in here? What's going on? And half the time it sounds like a semi is coming through my area.
That was again.
Tell T-Dog in or out, bitch. Like,
WD-40.
You've been saying get in or out.
WD-40 on the door hinges.
Yeah, hey, why aren't you taking? That's another thing. Why aren't you taking care of the place, Max? Get up, get some WD-40. Come on, Tim.
Not until I own it. I'm done putting money into this house. I already had to replace the water heater, which you don't realize how much a water heater matters until you get a brand new one. Because the old one, like we had an inspector come in and he looked at the whole house. He's like, the house has great bones, but I'm just letting you know, your water heater, I don't know how it's survived 20 years, but if you don't replace that like today, you're gonna probably have water everywhere at some point in the very near future. And so we got it replaced, and we were having problems where, dude, I couldn't shower, and like me and her couldn't shower in the same day. We couldn't do laundry and shower. I couldn't do dishes and shower. Like it just was impossible. Now that this hot water heater, it's like I think I got one that was like 10 gallons more, but like the way it is, like we never have to worry about hot water ever.
He's like,
we never
T-Dog,
run out ever.
He's like, get in the shower. I've already done the dishes. I've got the laundry started, and we're banging in the shower for 30 minutes. He's like, let's test this baby out.
Dude, it has been a game changer. And then I also bought like a 150 like crazy shower head from Home Depot, and I was like, this is what we're gonna like. It has a fawn shit, like it's like the pressure's crazy.
That's
like,
for T-Dog.
Oh yeah.
Well, but whenever you were talking about the water heater too, was it so corroded on the bottom that he was feared that it was gonna like fall through or whatever, or what was?
I think it's just because of the age, because like water heaters are only supposed to be 10 to 12 years tops.
Yep.
And I think mine was 22 years old. Like he's like, dude, you probably have so much sediment at the bottom of your water heater that it's probably like probably like 80% sediment. Like it's probably so bad because like, and it had to, dude. We would run out of hot water in 10 minutes. Like it
Did
was
the water smell?
I mean,
He's
we
like,
didn't
it's Philly.
notice
It all just stinks around
yeah,
here.
dude, the water, dude. Like a year ago, we had like a chemical spill, and they're like, "Yeah, don't shower
Oh
because
my god!
probably chemicals in the water." And I'm like, "Great, it's not gonna make me look uglier than I already am." Like whatever, been showering in it long enough.
Toxic Avenger.
Like,
The Philly Toxic Avenger. I'm gonna look like a cheesesteak.
Do you remember like those mesothelioma like commercials or whatever back in the day? Like you're gonna get one of those 20 years from now. They're like, were you showering on August 18th, 2014? Just
Or what's the other one? Mesh with like surgical mesh. Do you remember that one?
no,
I don't
I
remember
remember
that
like
There was a
asbestos.
mesh one too. They're like, did you have surgery with mesh? We could get you a cash settlement.
There was some
I actually-
J.G. Wentworth too. I was like, if I ever need anything, I'm gonna call that guy.
Call J.G. Wentworth
877
cash
now.
now.
Dude, that's what the fantasy football like loser should have to do is re-sing that song as well, or just you know what? Not even loser thing. I would do it for fun. Get me in on that shit. There's like 1,000 of these damn Beatles circling around me now. I think they think I'm Godzilla. Like this is. Or
You
sorry,
can
these-
see him getting more and more paranoid.
I know,
It
right?
just
His
it
eyes
keeps
are like,
going around. Like there it goes again, bitch. Post up. What's up? I'm gonna step on you, you little bitch. Asian beetles. I gotta quit calling them again, we call them Japanese biting beetles, and that's what I even tell my kids they are. So now I'm gonna correct them because now we're just racist. And I still got these damn. Did I tell you guys like the valve stem covers that I have, like the little red dicks on my truck? Still have them on my truck from this damn maintenance guy that put on my plug. Guy hooks me up with good weed, but also puts little tiny dicks on my valve stem covers on my damn truck. So I got these little dicks on my tires, and I'm pulling up to a church to pick up my kid from preschool. I'm like going to their school and everything. And my kids are like, Dad, just put the regular ones back on. I go, oh yeah, I need to do that. And they're like, please. Like, guys, I don't think anybody's looking at the tires and stuff. And whenever I pass by people, they're like, what's up with your tire? I go, damn, you guys really look at tires? I'm like, am I the only one that doesn't pay attention to this shit? God damn, these farmers are observant.
Oh my god, dude. Hey, yeah, so the Sixers are within 10, baby. Let's go.
Actually, I
Keep
kind
it
of want you to fail. I hope there's a 10-0 run on the other team. Who are they playing?
The Knicks, who always beat us. I mean, we're 0-2 right now, and they killed us in the.
They suck
playoffs.
too, man.
Yeah, Knicks are actually good.
Oh, they do.
Patrick
Okay.
Ewing
I mean, they're
still
not
play?
like I think they're 37-20. They're not like the best team in the league, but I mean, definitely way better than us. That's for sure.
You know what I hate about these cups? They give you like they always give these things like for free in the office. Like if people come over like for advertisements, they're like, "Hey, you want this cup?" And it's like one of those insulated ones. And every time I put ice in it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have this cold drink. I go to take a sip, and the ice blocks the mouth of it the entire time, and I can't get shit out of it. So I got to jerk off this cup just to make it squirt into my mouth. It's very homosexual, but I'm thirsty. And I got cotton mouth in this. I'm very upset about it. So don't mind me if you see me jerking off this cup while I'm taking a sip. Oh, it made you thirsty, didn't it? Yeah, it was almost
it was me and semen.
It was a reflex, wasn't it? You're like, I can taste the
What
sea.
you drinking over there, Goot?
Some campfire, lemon juice, and some syrup, and ginger beer, Krabbies.
Nice little cocktail.
It's my nightcap.
He said, "Nice cock." This guy is just.
This is why we need Matt. Matt is the one that corrals the show, and without him, it's no holds bar.
So I was going to come up with this concept, but I wasn't sure. I was going to ask you guys today. Did you guys watch like a lot of the reality TV shows back, like on the VH1 days? I don't know if we ever mentioned this before or not, but like Flavor of Love and stuff.
I did watch those. The rocker, the Kiss on a Rose,
Rock of Love, baby.
That one.
You talking about Bret Michaels?
Yeah. I watched that one, Flavor of Love. I remember watching those. VH1.
Yeah.
He's never big into any of that shit.
I was a bit like on MTV, it was the Real World Road Rules Challenge. I liked that shit. I liked the Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, all that, anything. You know, I think even some of the contestants from Flavor of Love had their own show. There was that one bitch, Daisy, from Rock of Love that was like all, I think, enhanced with some surgeries and some shit.
I'm surprised Steph was on the show.
I'm surprised too. That would be like a perfect contestant. You know she auditioned.
I'm gonna go back and double check now.
She might have been. We might know a celebrity. But I was like, we could, and of course, our Max doesn't see him, but like it has. I was gonna rank all these classic contestants on these like dating shows from back in the day and everything, but I wasn't sure if you guys actually knew who they were, but because like you remember New York?
Yeah.
See, she had her own show. Like this one, dude, they had like the names of them too, just alone. Like it was kind of like a Key and Peele thing of like Flavor of Love named one girl Pumpkin, one girl was New York, and like it was just Pumpkin spit in New York's mouth, like not in a good way. They're straight up just, and like people are always fighting and everything, and it just that Rock of Love is what made me hate Bret Michaels even more.
Yep.
Just
1,000%.
Yeah, I mean that's. I think we watched one randomly, but it was like newer, where it was like you had like 8 girls and 8 guys, and then they all had their own house, and then but they were boyfriend girlfriend or whatever, and Temptation Island, which if you've watched it, like we watched like 3 episodes, it is so up, like beyond. Because single people move into the house and then they're trying to bang. She's really into it. You basically get to watch your significant other like bang someone because they're showing you all the up shit that they're doing.
And watch one of them secretly be a cuck. They're like, I hope Rebecca doesn't like Antonio. That'd be a shame.
Actually, if you guys get bored, there was like a meme going around because there's a Spanish version. I forget what the name of the show was, and they referenced it like one of the soccer team, like someone referenced it, and then it got even bigger. But apparently, like literally, like on this guy's literally watching his girlfriend, another guy, like on the TV.
That's
like literally like watching it, and he's crying and bawling his eyes out. She did 3 times apparently.
Damn.
That happened like a month ago, I think. I saw something writing about that. I'm like, why am I seeing this on my feed?
Yeah, I saw it randomly too, and then I think Barstool posted it too.
That's what started.
And it was like so up, and then he got so mad he just sprinted and he was running and like to kill the person at the house, like the where the girls were staying or whatever. I don't know. I could never do that.
Dude, speaking of somebody like run into get a gun and everything, the wildest thing I heard, this wildest story. I think it was probably like 10 years ago, but there was this guy apparently that worked at a courthouse that was like the transcript person, I think, or something. I forget what his role was in the court.
Stenographer?
whatever that term is. Yeah, I think that's what his was. But he was in charge of like this tape that had the evidence of this trial that if this guy was getting convicted of diddling kids and like just terrible, terrible stuff. But he used to share his chambers with like the judge and stuff like that. And once they thought that he lost all this information, they were like, hey, he's like, the judge's like, get this piece of shit, this useless scumbag out of my office. He's inept. Like, how do you lose this stuff? This guy went through the ringer for like a week, ended up going to this gun store, bought a gun, went into the bathroom, tried to off himself, bought the wrong ammunition and everything. Yeah. And the courthouse, you're thinking like, hey, why are they not, like, how is he getting through like the metal detector? Employees don't have to go through the metal detector.
Wow.
Right? So he goes back to the gun store, gets the correct ammunition, succeeds, and what they thought was the lost information was like a cassette tape that was essentially flipped the wrong way. It was there the entire time.
Wow.
I was like, what? And again, man, we're gonna title this episode "The Maintenance Guy" because he's the one who actually told me the story. The guy is just filled with extreme knowledge.
Guy.
Yeah.
He is. I don't want to, we can just, I was going to say a hypothetical name, but his actual name is that hypothetical name that people always say, you know what? Shout out to John. It's a common name. John.
I was thinking Jose. Come on, dude.
No, see, hold on. Just because I work in the hotel industry doesn't mean everybody that works there is Hispanic. Okay? They did send us an email too. They're like, hey, ice warnings. And I'm like, damn. I was like, they're targeting us hard. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? And they're like, just be aware that they might be in your guys' buildings. And I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? I was like, Consuelo is legal, god damn it. And I was like, and you can't convince me otherwise. I was like, well,
dude, there was a
great tostada.
There was a crazy story about, did you see the story about the sheriff shooting the judge? It was like, I think in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And they don't know why he did it. He just like, they had like video of him like talking to the judge and he pulled his gun and just shot him. It's like, I don't know what type of like crazy shit happened, but
if I'm thinking the same one, I thought they said the judge was involved in child stuff as well, like or covered for somebody that did or something, and like that sheriff knew about it and got him.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
But that could have been some Daily Mail stuff. You know what I mean? I'm getting Daily Mail all the time on my feed on TikTok anymore.
I know,
and then they had that fake filter there for a little bit. And I'm like, God damn. I was like, how many Daily Mails am I going to see? I'm like, oh, it's a fake one. Okay.
T-Dog over here is stressing about the asteroid.
Oh, my God. Immediate. She's like, oh, I quit thinking about it for 7.3 seconds. Thanks.
What made it worse is it was like less than 1%. Then it was 1.5%. And Barstool keeps posting that it's getting closer and closer. Now it's over 3%. It's like there's a 3% chance I'm going to sharp myself, right?
Oh, I think the odds are much higher on that.
The odds are definitely much higher. It's like a 50-50.
You guys should go watch The Monkey. That's
ever since she heard me tell you guys a story, or ever since I told her I shit my pants, every day I hear about me shit my pants. Every day. I can't just have an innocent story of me shitting my pants and throwing away my underwear. Now I gotta relive it every day.
Is she making you eat healthier now because of that too? Is that why she's like, that's why you're shitting
because
yourself?
My cholesterol is double what it's supposed to be. That's why I'm eating healthier.
I have the worst diet. You guys know this too. And for every time that they test me, I'm like, okay, just tell me I have diabetes. Like my feet are swelling. Like I get it. The signs are there, right? And they're like, no, you don't have anything, man. Like everything looks great. Like it doesn't look great, but everything on the test like looks great. And I'm like, are you guys mixing up the samples? What is going on here? I was like, I don't believe it.
Are you getting your cholesterol tested? Because you do. It's like a separate test, like in your blood test.
They did.
You have to actually add it on.
I'm pretty sure because they did like whenever I did the whole diabetes one too. It was.
They wouldn't check for it if you have diabetes.
Yeah, because
it's just your A1C. So you might have like insane cholesterol.
Maybe that's
but everything else is fine. Because like my blood work is pretty much pristine. outside of I had one liver enzyme that was a little off, and it was because I was taking Advil PM for like 7 days straight. That was when my tooth was fucked up.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
I was taking probably like 10 Advils a day, just so I wasn't feeling pain. But then it's my cholesterol. It's the bad cholesterol and whatever the overall cholesterol amount. It's not double, but it's like 100 basis points more than what it's supposed to be. It's like in the red. You know, you get your report. You're like, oh, in the middle. Oh, that's way off. It's in the middle. Oh, that's not good.
Mine's super fast. It's all the way throttled. Like, that's awesome. How cool is that?
Yeah, I'm moving real quick to heart disease.
What's this monkey thing that you were talking about too, Good? I'm sorry.
No, she just thinking about death in horror movies. I just saw this movie last weekend. Last week. Fantastic movie just came out in theaters. It's called The Monkey. It's based off a Stephen King book, where this monkey.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It's fantastic. It's over the top. It's a horror comedy. The deaths are so outrageous and over the top. It's like, it's hilarious. Like, you just can't believe that shit just happened. And like, before you die or before something bad happens, you say, "Oh shit" or "Holy shit," right? It's like they think that they gave some percentage of like the people who say that word before like something crazy happens. So I
at least think it a lot every time. I'm like, oh shit.
So it was a good movie. Definitely recommend go seeing it.
The Mist is still one of my absolute favorite Stephen King movies.
Mist was good.
Yeah.
God, that ending still with me all the time. But I don't watch a lot of movies, and for some reason with horror movies too, I always laugh, so I ruin the movie when people are trying to watch it. So I get
perfect
banned
one
from...
to watch because it's funny. The deaths are so outrageous. Like you'll laugh at them because they're just so out there.
Hell yeah. Okay. What is it on Hulu,
just came out in
Netflix?
theaters. It'll probably come out
Oh shit.
in a month or two.
Hell yeah. Well,
So it'll be like Final Destination type shit.
Yes.
very cool. I still can't drive behind a log truck because of that movie.
Dude, the new one looks good, man.
Bloodlines. Yeah, I'm
They
curious.
have a trailer for the new one. Check it out.
Just the guy at a tattoo parlor. It's just outrageous.
God damn it. Of course, I had one pen in here and I used it to clean out the bowl of my bong and it's just covered in wax. Oh. Another one. Okay. Can't damage that one. I'll never remember this until I listen to the episode again. That's okay. I did not know. So I did see a trailer. Someone's been pushing out. It's called Paradise or something like that on Hulu. Has the dude from Sonic and Cyclops from X-Men. Forget his name, but
Michael Madsen, I think.
Yeah, he's like the president, and something's ending the world or something. I don't know. I get dangerously stoned, of course, and then I get on TikTok, and then it'll show me like a clip of an episode of a series or like a movie, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And it says part 4, and I'm like, damn, how many parts? 13? All right, I think I can handle this. Like, let's go back to 1. And then I just watched like a whole series. It's pretty much like a Cliff Notes version of what just happened. And I'm addicted to that shit now. Someone's like, hey, did you see this movie? And I'm like, I think I'm as much as I need to, probably.
Kind of.
Yeah. In 10 minutes, actually, yeah.
Dude, we're watching. We just caught up to Severance. I don't know if you guys have watched that. It's really good. So, like, the premise is, was it Adam Scott? Is that his name? The guy from Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh,
and Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yes. I Cliff Note watched that. Yes.
Dude, it's a really good show because it's like I like Lost style shows.
Yeah.
Like they're supernatural but not, and you don't know what's going on. Like there's so much crazy shit going on in that show. You're just like, why is there this? Like, where did this come from? But that show's really good. And it's apparently now the #1 watched show on Apple Plus. It just took over Ted Lasso, which is also a really good show.
See, I see the Cliff Notes on that, especially the dart scene, because I'm a slut for darts. But I that Severance one, I saw like because is that one like where they're kind of like controlled into like the workplace or whatever, and like that one chick starts realizing that she's not. It's like some kind of redheaded chick. I saw like the end too, where he's like running towards like an elevator, like she's alive or something like that. I'm like, what is this? And it
basically the premise is good. The premise is these people get a chip put in their brain, and it totally separates them from their work life. The work life, they're a different person. They're the same name, but it's the innie, and the outie is the person that's on the outside. So they go down the elevator. At a certain point, going down the elevator, it clicks on, and they're the other person. And then they do their work, whatever. And then when they go up the elevator, a certain point, they go back to being them. And they don't know. But there's all this crazy shit. Like, I don't want to give away, but there's like a couple different twists of like, you know, who people are, where they come from. People disappear. Yeah, it's good. Like, if you're looking for like a new show that's like got that element to it, like same thing with From. Do you watch From, Goot?
You've mentioned that a few months ago. I've yet to watch it, but it's on my radar.
It's like that style of show, like where there's a lot of mysteries and they kind of sprinkle the tidbits that keep you going type thing.
I like tidbits.
But it's definitely like super well written, dude. It's good.
There's some like Billy Bob Thornton is in some kind of oil rig show. The
Landmine. Wait, no.
Yes, or Landman or whatever the hell. What I can't remember that. Yeah,
Landman. Yeah,
and it's that looks good too. I've been seeing some clips of that, and I'm like, that looks really, really good. I guess it's the same creators of Yellowstone, which I've seen clips of that, but I don't think I can get into that. I'm not yeehaw.
I thought the same thing, dude. The first couple seasons were really good, and this most recent one, like we haven't watched past the split of the last season. It just, I don't know, it just got kind of like weird.
I think Ozark was the last one I was able to finish. That was the last series that actually
Ozark was good.
Caught my attention. Jason Bateman every time. You f***ed up, Wendy. You f***ed up good. Every time you do. So I'm like, she did. She's terrible. And then like,
please tell me you say that to your wife.
Oh, all the time too. Because I'm like, you f***ed up, you know. And that was the one series. Like, she was the one that was addicted to it. So she's like, hey, let's go. And it'd be like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like, all right, going to sleep. And then she'll like have some popcorn, and she goes, or one more. And I'm like, are you touching my dick after this? She's like, probably not. And I'm like, I figured, okay, just give me the popcorn. That's we can't use it as lube. Apparently, we're not gonna do anything spicy, you know, or maybe not. I'm gonna pitch that idea to Steph too. I'm gonna write that down. I wonder if she's ever with popcorn butter.
Just put a hole at the bottom of the popcorn bucket and use it to your advantage.
See, I need to get one of those Deadpool or Wolverine ones too. So,
dick in the box.
Make it real interesting. Well, I just looked at the time here too, and I don't think there's a better way to end it than putting a dick in a box and seeing what Steph would do to some popcorn butter. You know, but we do appreciate everybody, and a shout out to Roid Rage as well for giving me some good gummies in the morning. You know, I can't take my special gummies, but I do take those gummies. Oh my God.
It's a popcorn bucket.
That
is,
put
your dick through there.
I saw. Yeah, that's creepy. No, I don't want any part of that.
I tried. It wasn't that great.
That seems like a lot of teeth, Goot. I don't think that's... No. Give me Wolverine. I think I'd bust quicker in that one. But anyways, guys, we'll leave you with... hopefully you guys saw some of our old recommendations of some stores. Send some comments. Let us know some stores that you think that, you know, should bring back. What's some memories, some nostalgia, or some of your favorites. I don't think you can top Blockbuster, though. And let us know what Steph should use for lube next. All right? Oh, hit us with that outro at any time, my friend. We'll see you guys next week.
Tony, Matt, Tyson, Goot, Euban, and Rob telling you how life should be. They're gonna talk shit and make fun of your mom and everything in between. Tony, Matt, Tyson, Goot, Euban, and Rob are bringing this show for y'all. They're gonna say what they want and keep it raw with the show called Body Wrong.